So we have finished the tasks for Professor Sharp here, and he should give us a new spell.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready.
Oh boy.
Focus. Diffindo can be
Go.
dangerous if you're not paying attention.
Nailed it.
Very good. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else.
Okay. Let's go ahead and throw one.
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
That's a long cooldown.
Levioso.
Try again. Wow, that's a long cooldown.
As I mentioned earlier, Diffindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
Yeah, but an incredibly long cooldown. Oh my goodness.
This is hardly the place.
Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
Did our eyes change colors? I don't remember them being very black.
That seems a
But
bit
they
more
look
dangerous
very
than
dark.
teaching potions.
Often, yes. Though I've seen some remarkably creative concoctions brewed in my class. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart, until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor.
A little bit of a backstory there. Very nice. Mas. Got him. So, before we get to... I mean, that is a long cooldown. Like, just for some perspective here, let's say we wanted to throw a little baby fireball, huh? Fireball.
Incendio.
And here comes another in 3, 2, 2.5, 1, fire. This bad boy over here doesn't actually say the cooldown time, but here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I mean, it's crazy long. All right.
Expelliarmus.
Wow. Yeah, it's just not very practical to have a spell that is so just incredibly...
Now, was it 2 pinches of Angelica?
Just so incredibly lengthy to try and get it to function. I mean, just wowee. Tell you something else. We have a quest right here. Room of Requirements. We want to check this one out. And let's see if we can actually fast travel to our room again. Secret rooms? No, we cannot. So we're going to try and fast travel to just the astronomy tower. Hopefully that gets it done. We need to go down a level, it looks like. Yeah, just down a little. Here we go. So it's interesting we could open this up earlier and go into it no problem, but then it got locked off to us. Here we go.
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
This is one of those locations that is so iconic from the book series that this quest has so much anticipation, right? Remember earlier in the series here when we just found it for the first time? Like, I just could not believe it. You know, it was so incredibly, so like, what a pleasant surprise, you know?
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time.
Never do.
Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
We've changed out of our school robes as we've been outside adventuring. And I think these are a little more appropriate for our activities of late. Welcome to the Room of Requirements.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment.
Revelio.
Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house
The
elf
house
I was
elf?
speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You
Oh,
can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room.
where do they go?
I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
Okay. Here we go. Nailed it. What a little fluty spell, huh?
Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
Vanishes item and returns moonstones? What?
Excellent work.
We got
You'll note
moonstones.
that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
Okay.
Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
What might this be?
Is that... Goodness. My
Just a
old
note.
school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Okay.
Yes, Professor.
Oh, we can
Revelio.
explore now.
Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Revelio.
Moonstones, very nice. Make sure we don't miss too much. That's one of those pull them out things, huh?
Levioso.
And float it up. Go. And jump. Whoa, boy. Unidentified face item. Okay. Some kind of secret. We will find it. More moonstones.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
Looks quite precarious.
Revelio.
An intruder! Stop them!
Who said that?
No, not. That's not helpful, you welcome silent tin.
Revelio.
Wonder if Peeves can get in here or not. Hope
Revelio.
not. Did we really miss something over there? I see a yellow bag. How is that even possible?
Accio.
Oh no.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
Yeah, we can't quite reach it. Huh. I wonder if we could have... Bah, it's fine. We'll let it go. We'll let it go. There's a couple of those floating bags. Not worth getting, like, super twisted about. The note? There have been quite a few students that have come through here based on these notes. They're fun little lanterns.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
Yeah, it looks quite different from when we were last here.
Revelio.
More moonstones. Man, they're
What was
really...
that? Revelio. Was that a golden stitch?
I think so.
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Accio.
Not sure if we actually need these, but... got them if we do. A little bit of a dead end here.
Revelio.
That looks like the... right there. That looks like the owl and book that we've definitely seen
Accio.
used before.
Revelio.
What's the best way to get over there? Maybe... Can we fit through this one? Wonder what decides if we can fit through or not.
Revelio. Accio.
Ha! Opened it.
Revelio.
Looks like we can move forward. A little bit of a
I hope
maze.
that house elf can find us in here.
Another flu powder station? Interesting. Yeah, what a mess this place is.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did.
Ooh.
Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need.
Whoa.
Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
Oh, that sounds dangerous, old boy. Maybe we should, like, leave the room, shut the door, have the thought, reopen the door, go back in. See, this is how it looked when we first came in, and Deke met us then. I really wish there'd be some dialogue about that. You know, something to the effect of, like, hey, we saw you in here before.
Quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space.
Thanks.
And it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. Can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk
And there
will
they
be
go.
an invaluable
Identified
resource.
them. Awesome. Let's talk a little more here.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring.
Ooh.
The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Well, this is new.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I
True.
did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
But more importantly, we won't need to go to two separate locations all the time to do things. We will be able to instead just be able to come to one location. Okay, potions first. So this is just a visual, right? It's the same station regardless. And then we can kind of place it down wherever. Okay. Rotate it. Nice. And that should be good. Change color. Huh. And conjure. So there's one potion station. Very exciting. And we're going to go ahead and conjure again. Herbology. We have a small potting table and a large potting table. 30 moonstones. Wow. Good thing we've got a few. We'll go with this one for now. Whoop. Try again. Can we go back any further? No, okay.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
Huh. Doesn't quite fit how I thought it would, but that's all right. You have reached your budget for this type of item? I don't really know what that means.
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Okay.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
I wonder what the previous post was.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Oh. Well, really quick. Can we go ahead and put down the small table now? There we go. Oh, wait, that was the wrong one. No, herbology.
I've more to teach you about transfiguration.
Small table. Perfect. Really quick, let's get some things going here. Like fluxweed can only be grown in a large one. Large planter number 2. Go ahead and do the shrivel fig. And with a small planter, we can do some Titany. There we go. Nice. And while we're brewing, let's go ahead and brew 1 health potion. Okay. Let's talk, Professor.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
Oh my. How much? We might have enough, I'm not sure.
I have the moonstone you requested,
Awesome.
Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
Okay. Okay, we've got a painting of a... There we go. Some kind of a witch and a niffler, it looks like. Okay. And she said we could do the floor. All right, here's one ugly rug. Done. Is she happy now?
Professor, I have some
Yes?
There are so many choices.
I shall leave that entirely. I will say that a simple addition, such as a wall hanging or...
I think...
Okay, that wasn't the right thing. Oh, we need to do 5 of them. Oh my goodness. Okay. This was quite a bit more decorating than I was planning on. Oh, the only thing better than 1 ugly rug is 2. Only thing better than 2 ugly rugs is 3. The only thing better than 3 ugly rugs is 4. And well, you have 4, you might as well have 5. Let's grab the health potion and start brewing another. And check the quest log. Is she happy now? She is a cruel mistress. Oh my goodness. All right, wall decorations. Sure. Who knew we'd been unlocking all this stuff? I mean, they're all cosmetic. Just sure. Whoops. Okay. One of those. One of those, sure. Okay. Is that 5?
Good work. Shall we move on?
Yeah, I mean, we put up some ugly stuff. Looking forward to taking it down.
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
Oh boy. New
Just
spell
aim your
unlocked.
wand at any conjured item. Perform the altering spell to customize it.
Double check that's actually what she wanted. She's kind of picky. Change the color and size. Okay. Yeah, we need to change a color. How do we change the color? There it is.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced.
Oh my goodness.
You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony whilst using the altering spell.
I don't really want to do that, but okay. Okay, we've changed the color and thing. Is that good or not? Alter the balcony. We need to do the balcony, not this, whatever it is here. Can we put this back? Okay, try again. Balcony.
Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think?
Not really.
Would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it.
Okay.
Come and talk to Deke.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Natural and earthy, sure.
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Okay, good. Let's not touch anything. After we get rid of those rugs.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed.
And the lighting is out of
No matter
control.
how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
Oh my, what is this? Well, that's new. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is quite advanced.
An even bigger space.
How
Apparently.
did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Okay. Get rid of these ridiculous carpets. Good. Can we actually harvest these? 1 minute, 4 minutes. Near done. Moonstone 15. So this is a Horklump and Dittany. There we go. We will leave all the paintings for the minute. Let's try and fix our magic. So on the right, top, on the bottom. That should be good. And then check our quest journal. Oh, we got that level up. Okay. Check our challenges. What are the rumor requirement ones? We still don't have those unlocked. Oh no. So all of these are, man, I mean, they're pretty heavy. I was kind of hoping we would be able to like naturally get quite a few of them, but that's just not going to be the case. All right, let's meet with Sebastian here. Sebastian is a main quest. And we still have yet to get an opportunity to learn the spell that lets us unlock doors. Which might seem like a small thing, but at this point it's significant.
Over here. Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Really?
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way.
Okay, we'll follow you to this Undercroft.
There's a secret passage just here.
Revenge. It's well disguised.
Oh, we got to follow him. All right. Got distracted there. Wonder if some of those locations only show up at night. Going in? Is Sebastian not coming with us? Did he just trick us?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft.
Revelio.
We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister.
Gobstones.
She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it.
Interesting.
His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Uh-oh.
Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
It does sound dangerous.
It sounds like a dangerous spell.
You sound like Ominous. He frowns upon using forbidden spells. Although he did enjoy learning this one. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
I think Sebastian just needs someone to get in mischief with. Like, I think he's popular enough that he has friends, but he doesn't have any equals.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best.
See, this solves our problem. My issue with this Incendio spell is it's way too short range. This one's long range.
Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses. Confringo! Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get it. That's it!
I think I've got it.
Well done.
Yeah, throwing a fireball feels pretty good.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
For real?
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Of course.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall?
Here we
earlier?
go.
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library.
Ah, yes.
Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key that...
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of this secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Okay. And double check, leave the Undercroft. Sure. It is interesting that these students are able to consistently teach us new spells. Now, can we actually portal out of here to Hogsmeade really quick? And just, we cannot. Okay. I think part of what makes the Undercroft special is there's no cooldown on spells. I wonder if rooms like this are a part of the castle or more so an extension of
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
Actually, Sebastian brought me there, but he made it perfectly clear to keep quiet about it.
That rat! You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster, and I'm not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft.
Why should I trust you? You just betrayed Sebastian.
Please. I was trying to defend him. He was clear that this was a secret place and I was to tell no one. He's a good friend.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough
Man,
trouble.
Ominous has
He
a
doesn't
jealous
need your
streak,
help.
doesn't he? To be clear,
Sebastian is going to get an earful about
Sebastian very clearly told us that Omnis knew all about this place with him. Does he actually go in? Can we follow this? No, we cannot. We cannot go back in right now. Huh.
Revelio.
All right, let's try and follow this guy quick.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
Darn it, Professor Fig, we were kind of trusting that you were getting things done, man. Grab another token. Like 50 to go. Let's make sure we sell what we've got before we get ourselves overwhelmed. I know it said like 9 open slots, but we tend to get items not by 1s and 2s, but by like 2.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Oh, that's huge. Thanks, Professor Garlic. Let's make sure our gear we're wearing makes sense. Do we have anything higher tier? No. And small bump. Interesting, this one comes with a training slot already equipped. Huh. But it is a bump up, so we will throw it on. anything else? Yeah, we're going to hide a lot of this stuff. My goodness. As we look very silly in that hat. It is kind of a surprise, though. Just what a difference the gear has on our stats.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble.
Because, you know, up to this point, you know, the gear's been like a 5-point bump, like a 10-point bump. But all of a sudden, they're like 20 plus points, 30 plus points. Like, it's pretty significant.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Farewell for now. I don't remember the cost of that improved potion best. I think it was more than 1,000. Let's go ahead and check our quest here. Make sure everybody's happy with us. So Professor Garlic wants us to acquire and use Venomous Tentacula and Mandrakes. Ooh. You think the guy up the hill here sells them? I hope so. Otherwise, I'm not sure where to get them.
Welcome. Come on in. Now, where was
He
I?
does
Right.
not. Uh-oh.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Where do we get those from? That's actually kind of a tough one. Let's check maybe our collection log. And then we should be able to check those items. So they're not an ingredient. They are a tool. So mandrakes we have yet to discover. I wonder who sells that mandrake, though. 1 point again. Ooh. And if I'm remembering, there's a pretty good... Yeah, Confrigo and Pax produce fiery bolts that seek enemy targets. That seems like a pretty good one. Was there anything here for Confrigo? Imperio, Crucio, Slowing Curse? No, bummer. That would have been pretty huge. Mandrakes. How do we get mandrakes, huh? In what shop would sell, if not the magic neep? Potion and potion ingredients. Produce, seeds, fertilizers. Huh. How about the Brood and Peck, a beast supply store? I don't think it's going to be open for us yet, but are the mandrakes considered a beast or a plant? Like how like what's the difference there? I mean, it has arms, legs, a face, it can scream, right? Like it's not your gotcha. It's not your typical like
Revelio.
Ooh, we found something? Well, that's been a minute. Get the eyeballs on that one. Come here, big boy. Gotcha. Yeah, I think they're closed. Locked. There you go.
Revelio.
I swear that is a page floating right there. Just above. See, straight ahead of us. And then it despawns. Oh, no, there it is. No. Gotcha. We do need all 25 of those pages, I found out. Oh, wait, hold on. Balloons. I mean, you gotta get the balloons. Usually sets of 5. Let's see what we can find. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There they are. Awesome. Definitely makes me wonder, though, where we would get the mandrakes. Huh. Acquire and use a venomous tentacula. I think we have one of those, but I don't think we can get a mandrake in the wild. Because I think these are things we have to grow. Okay, hold on. Looks like maybe we missed something then. Look at this. Dogweed and death camp. We've quite literally just missed them. There's quite a few things that say we can only get them from these two. And I keep waiting. I thought they were like a quest thing. They're just
here, I wonder.
Oh, hold on. These are ingredients here. Got them. They're just on the edge of everything.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
I think we'll get dismounted here. Oh, no. Hey. Got him. Awesome. Yeah.
Revelio.
Apparently this whole time there's been another shop just in the corner that we couldn't quite reach. That's kind of wacky. Like, who knew?
Confringo. Revelio.
And we're going in. Look at that.
Run inside. Oh, watch yourself, though. Let's have you leave here alive.
Just sneak up here. Apparently it sees us. Wow.
Such a wee bairn gieing a thrashing to a troll. Oh, I can't believe it.
All right, this thing can't possibly see us now, right? Got it.
Revelio.
One more chest. Don't mind us. Dark flat cap. And maybe we grab this moth statue as well. If we can.
Lumos.
Progress. All right, let's talk to Beatrice Green. This is cool.
Revelio.
What does that sound? Oh, there it is. Yep. The dogweed and deathcap tree. This large tree with winding branches supports the shop, dogweed and deathcap. Okay.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes.
Okay.
If there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
Oh my goodness. Are you saying someone died here?
Someone died here?
Aye. Fortunate, really, that it was just the one. Now then, how may I help you today?
I think I'll just have a look around for now.
Very well.
What do you have for sale?
All right. First, we sell our junk.
But your things will be safe with me until they're sold.
Chinese
Then you have
cabbage,
to make do
mandrake,
with money.
and venomous tentacula. All three. Awesome.
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase.
All right. We need
You're a force to be reckoned
300
with,
more
aren't
money.
you?
Brutal.
Scaring all the goblins away. Doors always open. You be sure to stop.
Let's make sure we can actually plant those, as it has come to my attention that these need a medium plant. Pot of any size, awesome. And the venomous guys, large pot, awesome. So if that's the case, and we haven't completely lost our mind here, if we go to Hogwarts, secret rooms, room of requirements, we should be able to grow these guys, which is super exciting. Is first off, they're kind of an iconic plant, right? Instead of Dittany here, we're going to plant a, here comes Mandrake. 10 minutes, there it is, and we will get one. Okay. Collect the fluxweed and the whatever this is, and we're going to switch this one out for the moment to the venomous tentacula. There it is. Okay. 15 minutes and 10. And then we'll have what we need here. Now, if we collect the potion, we will... I wish it showed me on this screen how many do we have. Right? Like, I wish it said, like, in inventory 5 and yada, 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 right? Like, time to craft or whatever. We did not go down here. I know it opened up. Just look around. Nothing too crazy happening. Now, I was intending to completely avoid... Do we have a point? We do. Spending any points on the increased range Revelio. But it doesn't just increase the range. It seems to give a more accurate depicting of things. Or maybe the increased range does that. So we're going to do it. That might be an expensive mistake. But just using this room for an example.
Revelio.
Can't tell any difference in it. Can we sit in these chairs? No. No reason to have. Okay. Oh, look at that. It got the Flu Network station way over there. That's kind of crazy how far along that was. But I was able to, like, grab that. Okay. Oh, a few more seconds here. Can we talk to the old boy?
I'd like to ask you about changing the rooms.
Of course.
Actually, perhaps...
Huh. I really thought it was going to... Interesting how hard the Thunder Brew and the Invisibility Quotient is. Especially compared to, like, some of the others. Okay, hold on here. Quest log. Use a venomous tentacula. Use Mandrake on multiple enemies. Okay. Report to Professor Fig. See, I'd kind of like to get Wingardium Leviosa before we get to Professor Fig. Because I'm a little afraid that we are going to get in trouble. So 7 minutes from a mandrake. Is that enough time to try and knock out another one of these? What are they called? The collections. No, challenges. What is this? Hogsmeade. Maybe we should try and run down more of these. We actually are like, we need to get all these little percentages to 100%. And it has me like very concerned at how tough that's going to be. Wonder if we should try and find more field guide pages. But I feel like we've really hit them heavy. What are the other ones? These are assignments. Right, so we've got to get that. Side ones. 10. Oh, this might be like really big actually. Okay. What are these ones? Pop balloons. Maybe we go pop balloons. That might be the most productive thing. Or get Merlin trials. Brutal. I mean, that is tough. Not exactly sure the rewards for popping balloons. But if nothing else, we could pick up a few more of these fast travel points. Maybe in this direction. Let's do that. Those Merlin trials, I don't know if I can handle them. Like I think there's like almost 100 of them. There's like
prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Revelio. Oh, we're in the wrong spot. Let's go to Cambridge and talk to the little lady. I don't know if she's going to be happy to see us, since hypothetically someone took her secret little journal.
Right out of a storybook.
I mean, it wasn't us, obviously, but someone may have taken her journal. It was us.
Revelio.
Let's see if she has anything to say about it.
Nice to see you again.
Likewise.
No, nothing. All right. Double check. There's nothing new here. Nothing new. I thought she'd say something about her, like her little potion book being missing, right? Or she'd say something about her... Oh, balloons, there they are. Or she'd say something about, like, the fact that Pippins or whatever his name was brought it back, right? Like, good on him or something. I was expecting there to be some dialogue there. Go. 1, 2, 3. And 5. Awesome. So that was 50 XP. Which, you know, might not seem like a lot, but it's actually pretty significant as far as like XP goes, just for popping those. It's like a little bit of a dangerous zone, but not too bad.
Revelio.
That's kind of intense, the upgraded version. Ah! Oh my goodness, I thought he was a vampire. Why are you so scary, Wiggett?
What is it? What's wrong?
Goblins, that's what. Ranrock's lot. Nasty creatures. Ambushed me, they did. Nothing's safe anymore. I need a little something. Something to protect me if I run into them again. Maxima potion, that would do it.
Here you go.
You're right, the world's not safe at the moment. It's best to take precautions. Here, use it wisely.
Oh, I will. You can be sure of that. Ranrock's lot won't take me down. And I've you to thank. Please.
1 Thunder Brew, 1 Invisibility Potion, and a Wig and Weld. All right. Deal. Not a bad deal either. To be clear.
Revelio.
That's kind of intense. Just how far the spawn distance is on some stuff, right? Make our way towards Irondale there, and hopefully, dueling feat, slice a dong bong or something. There's one around here, wasn't there? Okay, hold on. Slice a dangling dong bong. Is that gonna be tough, you think? So Defendo's the slicey spell, right? See if we can
Revelio.
I mean, they are pretty invisible.
Defendo.
Slice a dangling. Oh, that's a cotton grass one. That's a cotton grass one. You know what? It's fine. Enemies a higher level than you will be harder to defeat. Ah, yes, thank you. I do love pro tips whenever I can get them. Come on. We are? And that definitely felt like the pro tip of the day. Higher level enemies are tougher. I knew it. Part of what makes them tougher is that when we level up, we're actually getting like a flat boost to our stats. That is not insignificant. All right. Ah, there are the balloons. There we go. Felt like it'd been a little long since we found any. Hello there. Haha. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's 50 XP. Let's put some perspective on that. Remember that super hard, incredibly difficult named troll we fought? Yeah, he was 200 XP. Popping 5 balloons, 50 XP. Popping 10.
Enjoy your time in Irondale. Shame about Porrick's sister.
See, these things, like, people forget about they exist, and they very quickly like learn things and like remember things about the peoples.
Revelio.
Yeah, I was kind of regretting making this choice until we've actually made it, and now I'm like super happy with it. I think we need to get the map out here. And let's go after this bad boy here. Perfect. Look at the watermill. Man, this is like really an impressive open world. Can we loot this egg here? Is this an egg for looting? No, there's a fire for lighting. We'll leave it
Let's
alone.
see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. I wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Revelio.
Just keeping an eye out for anything of note. Nothing too fancy here. What was this symbol here? Looks like an enemy encampment. We're gonna leave that alone. Not seeing any balloons, so we will let it be. I do see on my right, though, we have an invisible wall that would prevent us from flying over that mountain.
Revelio.
Yep. You know what we haven't come across, which does feel like it's missing? Random events.
Nice to see you here. Ah, isn't the sea air refreshing?
That's one of the things that, like, we kind of grow used to when we explore somewhere like... Oh, there they are. Skyrim or The Witcher 3 or just some of the other, like, big names.
That was unimpressive.
some of the other big names in the open world game, right? They have some pleasant random events that just kind of exist out in the world. And maybe I'm missing a few or just not naming them or misremembering them. But in particular, I remember Skyrim when we came across the cow being sacrificed to the giants. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this one here. He's just walking along the road, all painted up. And
Revelio.
it's just an event that could happen, and it did. And it was cool, right? And okay, and then you can say, but Vadd, you're flying through the air. You're missing all of them. Okay, very possible. Definitely a possibility. However, we spent quite a bit of time on the ground. You know, more than an hour of walking around, which is not an insignificant amount of time. Or in Skyrim, again, just for an open world comparison. There's going to be someone in there again. Doesn't seem like it. Here we go. No one. Whew.
Off on another adventure, are we?
We are. Because there's that civil war, right? There's prisoners getting shuffled around. See, this is why you get that boost to Revelio. Bleach juice. We would have missed that. Rookwood Castle. Uh-oh. That's going to be heavily guarded. What is the enemy here, though?
Revelio.
Cotton grass dung bong.
Levioso.
Defeated enemy with Venom Tactacular. Is that right? Okay.
Confringo. Defender.
One more.
Confringo. Defender.
And did it work? I do not think we got the
Revelio.
The dueling feat for that. I think we needed to let the Venom Tactacular actually be the finishing blow. Interesting. Was not expecting that. Skyrim has a civil war going on, and so we end up in a position routinely where prisoners are being transferred, right? Or there are the...
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Like heads of lettuce.
There are the vampires that attack you, or the vampire hunters if you are a vampire. Like, there's all kinds of, like...
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. Who goes there?
Nobody. Run! We are under fire. Well, this town's looking dead.
Now you should be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in an instant. If you see dear Anne Sallow, please do give her my best.
Yeah, we'll try. Did that actually help with the quest, though, for Professor Garlic? Yes, okay. So we just need to get that mandrake popping, which we're probably very close to being able to do. Check our map here. Head around the mountain to the left here. Why not? Feldcroft. Just looking for the balloons. Haven't seen any in a little while. I don't see any. Those 4 dudes over there hiding. Are they scarecrows? Oh my goodness, we're gonna let them live their life. All right. Rookwood's got a little castle though. Look at that. That's kind of intense. There we go. I see them.
Revelio.
Couple of balloons. Something around 5.
I won't rest until you're dead.
So I'd like to see some random events, and maybe that just doesn't fit this world. There's 1. Oh, and it's daylight too. Awesome. All right. I see another set right here. Love that.
No! I will make you.
I think the other thing that would be a fun addition would be some kind of a sidekick. And maybe it would be a creature you kind of, you know, get to befriend and companion with, right? But the games where we've had a sidekick, some kind of a dedicated companion, have just been really charming in the moment and looking back. I've been like very surprised how fondly the experience is remembered and becomes when there's that opportunity for a sidekick. And I feel like this is ripe for that, right?
Revelio.
Having this wizarding world, right? Having this, you know, there's the Fantastic Beasts. What are they called? There's a whole class, right? Like we had a broom class, we had a herbology class, potion class, whatever. There is a whole class just for guys. These are potion ingredients. There's a class for beast taming. I forget what it's called off the top of my head right now, but there is one. So it would kind of fit in that we can have some kind of a companion of some kind. Exactly what that would look like. Just a pet. Just something that would tool around with us. Hello? There we go. Especially since, you know, there's magic. We could absolutely be using magic to... Let's try and track that one if we can. Oh, never mind.
Revelio.
There they are, balloons. Because we can use magic, it could be something even quite large that we just... You know, magic. We shrink it down. We put it in our pocket. Or something quite small that we could enlarge in, right? Embiggen, whatever the term might be. It's probably not embiggen, but I like the sound of that, even if it's a little ridiculous. Go. That is more XP than taking out trolls. Crazy.
Revelio.
Have to remember we need to actually check these off. And 15 more sets of 5 to go. That is intense. Oh my goodness. That means there are genuinely another... Oh. Like more than 50 balloons, right? I mean, that is so many. I thought we popped like most of them. But I'm just completely wrong. Not even half. Alright, so she really wants us to swim out into the lake. I really don't want to, but let's see what the note says.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Must it?
Revelio.
We're searching. Not happy about this. Oh, I see. So see these little like bubbly things here? We can drop down and search. Unidentified hand item. Oh my goodness. We're swimming out towards the crack and I don't want to talk about it. This is not a good place to be. Unidentified outfit item. Could be any of these. Pinch Smedley Astroblade. I like how she...
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Yeah, having the broom was worth. I like how she knows there is a kraken and like a meat-eating monster out in the lake, and she's still like, yeah, my father banned me from swimming in the lake, but you can go. And she stands here and watches us hopefully not die.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Oh, we're soaking wet. But we got it.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible. Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again, and I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Revelio.
Now, to be fair, the fact that we can pop out of the water and grab our broom is pretty huge. Do these spots respawn? Or are they like set? And if they are, you know, not set, but they respawn. If they are set and they don't respawn, that's actually kind of nice. Because then we could kind of figure out where things are and just remember, right? But if they're going to be...
Revelio.
Ha! There is something here. I wondered about this. But if they're going to be... Is that the only secret here? Huh. All that for one chest. But if they're not going to be set locations, right? It's going to be random and they move. That's going to be like incredibly obnoxious. Like we just won't deal with that. But we can sneak up on the boat place here.
Revelio. So
we're technically coming back up on Hogwarts. We'll see if it dismounts us or throws us in. No. Awesome. All right, let's pop off our broom.
Wands was so much fun, wasn't it?
We were at the boathouse. Around, so we should be able to find one more of the... Okay, we actually still don't know what these are. These little dragons and the...
Revelio.
With their wings around this bowl. I feel like we're missing something here. I wish having the upgraded spell would just guarantee, like, reveal the page, right? Whoops. Because we can hear it. Sounds like we're quite close to it.
Revelio.
Now we're further away. But that little jingle jangle means there is a... Very far away now. Very far away. We're like right on top of it.
Revelio.
I don't see it anywhere. There it is. The Black Lake, or Great Lake, is an expanse of fresh water south of the castle. The lake's murky depths are home to the mare people, the grindylows, and other magical aquatic beasts and beings, including the giant squid, a surprisingly friendly cephalopod with a fondness for toast. Huh.
Revelio.
See, the jingle's gone? All right. Now, where does this come up in the castle? I think it's near herbology. Let's see here. Quite a long staircase. Give another swing.
Revelio.
Wish we could sit on these benches, right? They're just window dressing. They're not immersive enough that you can sit with them. I don't know why, as I don't feel like to be able to sit is like too tricky. Then again, why would we sit, right? What exactly will we get from that? Wow, I see now why we would not want to make this trip twice.
Revelio.
Where did this leave us off? Okay, so over there on the right is the greenhouse. I guess we can light this one up at least quick.
Lumos.
We might know where that is, but we're just not dealing with it, man. There was that big bridge we never found either. I think we just walked by it. We're going to leave it alone for the minute. Just want to see what this is. Is this the dueling wands? No. This is like the main courtyard, but hypothetically, if you just came off the boat,
Revelio.
it would be here. Why don't we quick grab this since it's here?
Lumos.
We'll bring it back.
There you are, sneaking past me. I know.
And it was right around here now. There it is. Happy, happy, happy. Five more Hogwarts field guide pages, and they'll be happy. That's pretty hype.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Oh, shut up. Why can't
All right.
students...
Revelio.
So is this Peeves in his hat? Right? Is he just doing a little magic on some students, huh? Before we... Well, okay, hold on. We should go in these doors once. Since we're a fifth year, we never really got to do this, did we? There's the big Hogwarts seal. Love that. Locked door, of course. How is there not a field page here? There we go. Hogwarts crest. The Hogwarts coat of arms includes a lion, snake, eagle, and badger, each representing the four houses, along with the school motto, Draco Dormiens Nunc Titillados, which means never tickle a sleeping dragon. Sounds about right to me. All right, let's follow that one down if we can. They cut corners. They're very hard to follow.
Revelio.
Saw that book.
Accio.
And slap. Got it. House token. Oh.
Revelio.
All right, leave that one alone. Is that everything here? No, there's a couple of things still, it would seem. Check this side. Nope, I do see there's like a side quest here with Gareth.
Do you have a moment?
Now we're gonna let Gareth live his life for the moment.
Revelio.
Oh. What is this? House Point Hourglass. These large, ornate hourglasses containing rubies, diamonds, sapphires, and emeralds are enchanted to keep count of house points for Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. So this is something they talked about quite a bit in the books, but not something that got a lot of time in the movies. So here's the rubies for Gryffindor here. Here looks like the diamonds for Hufflepuff. Sapphires here for Ravenclaw and emeralds for Slytherin. And it's tough to tell who's winning right now.
Revelio. Revelio.
Why do students always frown? Peace should burn the castle down.
All right, Peeves.
Lumos. Revelio.
Does this lead into the Great Hall? Look at that. Somehow we've not been in here. Blue Flame. And we'll grab one of these if we can. Oh, it's fast. Prepare to get slapped. Nailed it.
Revelio.
Just need one more. One singular, of course, is going to be locked, isn't it? Man. We just need one more page and we will have 25. Here's this basin again with the dragon. Looking forward to finding out what those are. I hope it's not anything like too tricky, but there's enough of them that it's clearly a bit of a commitment. Now the Hogwarts, like, it's got to be for the ceiling, right? The magic ceiling.
Revelio.
There it is. There it is. That's 25. The ceiling of the Great Hall has been bewitched to mimic the sky above the castle. Awesome. All right, 50 to go. I don't know if we can do it. That is so intense. Like, I feel like we've been genuinely, like, dedicated to trying to...
Revelio.
Thought I saw another. There it is. Owl Lectern. This enchanted lectern serves as the spot from which the great headmistresses and headmasters of Hogwarts address the school. Hello there. You should come with us. If only I could remember where we found your thing.
Revelio.
Ah. Of course we lost it.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
I think it was just outside the hall here. Or was it here? Yeah, it's another one of the number doors. We'll leave that alone for the minute. There we go. So we'll probably have to get all of these to get those 50 pages, won't we? Because they're all hiding a page. Like, not one we need to read or anything, but they're hiding a page, which is tough. There's a chest in the corner. Perfect. And let's go ahead and knock this one out too. We're right here. Just so we don't have to come back. 1, 2. All right, reveal. All right, what is that one? So this needs to be a 3. So the double needs to be the 3-headed dragon. Hydra, whatever. There it is. Here we have a 7 and a 9, so that is 16. So we need an 8, which will be a spider. Right, spiders have 8 legs. And there we go. Open up. Nailed it. Hello, hello. For me? Thank you.
Revelio.
Remember when I said we tend to get items in like 2s and 3s and whatnot? We just got like 4 different clothing items. Where does this door go? Have we been in this courtyard before?
Revelio.
I don't remember it. Let's grab this statue. The Yawning Gargoyle. Although this smoke-breathing gargoyle might appear enchanted, it is actually the Hufflepuff common room chimney. Hey, that's a secret.
Why does the Ministry require animagia to themselves? Seems most intrusive to me.
Professor Weasley's easily my favorite. Her wand work is exquisite.
All right, I was trying to see what they were flying on those kites over there, but...
Revelio.
Oh, we can't jump this. Kind of messed me up a little bit there. My goodness. So the Hufflepuff common room is right there. Black leather gloves, just like that. 5 items. Maybe 6. Keep thinking we're about to like loop back.
Lumos.
To the darn, you're fast. To the Transfiguration courtyard. You have to keep up. Run, run, run. We lost it. Prepare to get slapped. We found you. But it doesn't. It does not seem to loop back to the Transfiguration courtyard at all. But we did get a little bit sideways here, getting chased. We are? I think we came down this way. Yes. What does this connect over to? I just do not know. Huh, nothing. Let's try and get that Wingardium Leviosa. Make sure we don't have anything silly here. There we go. So identify the items. Grab a potion. Start cooking a potion. Mandrake. Buckweed, Venomous Tentacula. And quest log here. Acquire and use a mandrake potion and clear goblin camp. Let's clear that goblin camp with the mandrakes. They're going to love that. All right. And we're out. And we're up. And actually, we should just send. We only have one of these, and I don't want to mess it up. Be very careful. Okay, fireball and an Expelliarmus and a Defendo. We'll see how that treats us. We're in the air. Here we go. When we clear this goblin camp, we should knock off 2 quests with one throw here. Ready? Here we go. Levitating. Mandrake's coming out. Do they like it? Did it work? Let's just check our log here. And she's happy. And let's go ahead and grab one of these. Yeah, these goblins are in some real trouble.
Alan Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
I will make you pay.
Levioso. Confringo.
Yeah. Throwing fireballs, huge win. So it seems like these little goblins, though, like, they genuinely just come, like, clawing out of the ground with their super digger here. And then next thing you know, they've got, like, enchanted pickaxes just hammering away. I mean, they just pop out of nowhere and just take over his place. All right. Let's grab that bag there, I think. Looks like it's for us. Just on the inside of the wall here. There we are. And let's make sure we get to Herbology and get that Wingardium Leviosa, as kind of the last thing we really want is to be in a position where to move a main quest forward. They're like, hey, do some more side stuff so you can learn spells. Like anytime they offer us to learn a spell, we've really been focusing on that. And it's felt like the natural series of events. I mean, it seems like everyone's having a good time in Professor Garland's class here. And talk to the old garlic. See what she has to say. Yeah.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try.
I'll show you a graceful wand movement. Okay, here we go.
When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Now, that motion there, the swish and flick, should be familiar. which I only say because it was a big deal in the...
Well done!
Oh, hold on.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
The plants are resting. Good to know.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared. Really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be.
The plants got
At
him?
any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig.
Sure.
The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage. So it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
You would kick that, huh? That's awful.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage.
Oh my.
Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain.
Uh-oh.
He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
Wow. I'm glad things worked out for you.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
Right. Kind of the wigan trees. Something of note here. If this is her first year teaching, she would be 18 or 19. As you graduate around 17, 18, right? So she would be the youngest professor by far. If you've noticed, most of the professors have, enough gray hair to, be older than grandparents, right? Like close to 105, 150 years old, ancient, right? Old as dirt or whatever. What are we doing here? Here it is. One of these. Whoops. How much gear are we carrying all of a sudden? Look at that. 14, 28. So we have at least 10 slots. Couple of pieces up here, a little bit of an improvement. I do think the gloves fit our outfit, but I'm not really a big fan of them. We have a better scarf. Not likely. So wearing these things actually does count towards our gear slots, which is kind of curious. Is up to this point. Oh, that's a sporty outfit. Up to this point, didn't really matter. Like, you start with 20 gear slots, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are filled. Right now, you're down to 14. And like I said, you tend to get 2, 3, 4, 5 items in a row. You clear 3 rooms, and you're slot capped. It's actually quite heavy. How quite surprising, just how quickly we get ourselves in a position. We've yet to figure out these inferi. That stench of death says we pick up. We have 1 talent point. Not ready for that. I'm just not. I do like that thunderbolt though. I think that one's quite nice, but we don't have a way to reliably cast that, or reliably craft it because we don't know how to get the stench of death or whatever. From the Inferni, we haven't even fought one of those yet, I don't think. Is that all of them? Please say yes. There we go. I think popping the balloons is unlocking more of the brooms for us. We haven't heard from the broom guy in a good bit. We're at 5 of 15 total brooms, which are mostly challenge brooms, like the one we bought, the one we had, right, and then the challenge brooms, which are fun. I'm sure they're quite lovely. One more of these of all the challenge rooms. That's pretty sweet. But the real thing is not the collections, not the talents, inventory, gear. It's you got to get through. Why is this one not unlocked yet? And you get all these to 100. Hypothetically, I don't know if we're going to be able to. It's kind of like a little more intense than I'm prepared for. So Hogwarts field guide pages, 45 to go. That's wild. Hogsmeade looks like we have around 20-ish. And in the Highlands, I'm not sure because the next two are locked. But this went 0 to 4, and I can't retroactively check these. I bet this is a slightly smaller number, but it might be about the same as Hogsmeade, which would be quite a bit. But these are almost halfway, which is great. Exploration is going to be brutal. I just don't know if I can handle this many Merlin trials because there are a lot of them, and we don't even know what these other ones are. In combat, I'm hoping just naturally happens. I don't really want to have to go out and farm anything in order to be successful here. But I have a suspicion we will actually need to like do a dedicated go fight the wolves run, right? A dedicated whatever Doug Bog wrong or Dark Wizard, because we're just not running into a lot of them in general questing. And curiously enough, we need to do 6 more individual assignments for the professors, as well as 5, I don't know, like they seem to go up quite a bit each time. This will probably be like 25 and 50. Like these side relationship quests are intense. They're not big commitments, but it's kind of shocking like how many of them there are everywhere. Because if we just open up the map, anywhere we've gone, there's been somewhere between 0 and 5 on the world map. I don't think it'll show it on the map very well, but like, yeah, like here's a random town, right? And I'm reasonably confident. See a little symbol here? There's a couple here. In most every little town we've went through, here's a little town. Here's a little town, or whatever. We've gone through like. Here's another one. A lot of these, and we have yet to even brush the surface of this open world. Oh, we brushed the surface. We've collected some flue flames. There's quite a few more somehow. Oh my goodness! And I have no idea. Like, you see the dragon? Have we seen a dragon? There it is. Look. Over on the right here, flying. Darn. There it goes. Is this real time? If we went out there, would there actually be a dragon? That's the question I have. Like, if we jump here right now, open up the map, and it shows a dragon, is there one there? It's too fast, though. Like, it's covering, like, enough, like, for us to travel from here to here is a significant amount of time. And this dragon did it in just a couple of seconds. So we're not going to be able to, like, I think, realistically catch it. Where are we at with spells? I mean, we actually like... I think we bump up the Confrigo. Confrigo, Firebolts, seek enemy targets. I like this one. Done. What's the other one here? Defendo strikes additional targets. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's kind of shocking how many spells we just do not have still. And 22, we can look at these next core ones. I think as far as the next core ones go, this one makes the most sense. Stupefy just starts to add damage to it because we do that spell all the time. I'm a little nervous, though, that the Room of Requirement challenges have yet to open up. Checking on our quest here, how we're doing. Map changer, report to Professor Fig. Wonder where he went. We do have quite a few of those tokens in our inventory. We should probably make sure we just drop those off. It's probably not a big deal. Great Hall, Hufflepuff, there it is. How did we not find the viaduct courtyard? I felt like right by it. Wonder if it's underground. Or behind a locked door. It's kind of wild how many locked doors and locked chests and just locked everythings we've gone by, and we still don't have a way to reliably get through them. Really quick, gonna swap to this one. There we go. Let's go ahead and slot these in. We put in 1.
That's it. I'm making good progress with those tokens.
And 3. And 5.
Another house token for the house chest.
And 6. We're not even halfway. There's 16 of these bad boys, which is, again, kind of intense. Like, it doesn't feel overwhelming until I, like, start pulling up the numbers. I think it's kind of clever the way that this is designed. So, again, on exploration, because I can't look back and see, it starts you off and just, hey, you just need 2, right? And hey, just 6 more, right? You just did 2, just a couple more, just triples, right? 6 to 10, it doesn't double. It just goes up by 4. It's not a big jump, right? The way it like kind of pulls you in and doesn't even let you know about these other ones entirely, really subtle and makes things feel not as overwhelming as they could be. If it just showed you at the start, hey, you need to find, there's 2, there's 8, right? So there's 10, 15, we're at 25, 25 is 50. We've already found 50, just 50 more. If it said 0, if the first one we picked up, it said 1 of 100, it'd be overwhelming. But we've actually, in these first 4, found 50, and the last one's 50 all over again. And it's a little overwhelming, but, we can feel pretty good. We've checked all these ones off. I think this, like, progression lock system is really clever to kind of try and prevent you from feeling too overwhelmed or just burned out when you see 1 of 100, which doesn't feel good.
Revelio.
But at the same time, we're definitely moving in a positive direction, and we've got some big mysteries to unfold. To the map room. On screen right now is the series playlist and the next episode. I'll see you there.